Turn off this music. Anyone else like to leave music on for their dogs when they leave? Because we do. I just cleaned the house, so I thought I'd show you real quick how beautiful it is before it gets ruined in like 3 hours. The house is looking beautiful. Finally took the clothes off of that chair. We all have that chair in the house where we just throw all our clothes and all our junk on, and that happens to be the chair. And I cleaned up just little things here and there, got rid of the packages back there, and the big thing that we got rid of that feels so nice would have to be sofa table, and we put it here just so that we have extra storage. But as you guys can see, this area is already very narrow, so having that there, although was nice to have, just kind of limited this space. And whenever we would leave the house or come home with lots of groceries, there was barely any space to walk through. So look at that good girl, look at that good girl, just patiently waiting in her crate for us to come home.
I just want to be in Korea. It's been like a week since we came back from Korea, and I just don't want to be in America right now. Gotta appreciate the little things too. Like, I really appreciate, and I'm so grateful that we have a great job where we can work and then take some time off. I guess travel, yeah. I would like a sunset passion.
Where's the thing? Oh,
right here.
Hi, can I please have a sunset passion?
Not sure if you guys will be able to tell the quality difference, but we are back to Sony for vlogs. Not all the time, but we were using the G7X2 and then G7X Mark III, but as you guys know, the focusing was really bad. Let me know if you guys like the Sony more or the Canon more after you're done watching this whole vlog. Like, the focusing is pretty quick.
The focusing is quick, but the colors aren't as nice as the Canon, I guess.
Yeah, it's not as vibrant, I guess. I'm just moving you guys from spot to spot to see if like the autofocus is quick enough. I got a sunset passion from 7 Leaves. This would have to be one of my favorite drinks from 7 Leaves, besides the house coffee. I love their house coffee. Every time we drive through this neighborhood, we always just like daydream about these homes.
You know, one day.
And if one of you viewers are watching this and one of these are your homes, what is life like?
No, what is life like to grow up in a home this big?
What is life like not hearing your neighbor's home phone ring? We literally hear our neighbor's phone ring every time they make a call or anything. That's how close we are. You can't even see the whole house from here.
These people, I've driven through this. Can I talk?
I know, both of us.
I've driven through this neighborhood on trash day before, and they have the commercial trash cans. Like,
you know, the huge ones.
Businesses use.
The ones that can fit our trash cans, all 3 of them in one of theirs. We're just wondering, I don't know.
Because we would watch documentaries of people that live in micro apartments in Asia, you know? And I'm sure they look at people in the US and they're like, oh my God, you live in a house that's 1,000 square feet, that's insane. So you can't really compare, but it's just a curiosity that we have. You know, it would be nice if they made these easier to use. Okay. You guys ready to see how big this is?
This car has a really huge windshield, so we had to buy the extra large one. Look how perfect this Gorilla Pod is. It's like the perfect size for a point and shoot. I have this one and it's a little too small for a point and shoot. Like, sometimes it's too heavy so it tilts over. And then we have also this big one, but this one I feel like it's a little too big. Oh no, wait, this is the one that we have. It's a little too big for the point and shoot that I'm using right now. So maybe this one will do.
Looking at camera stuff is always so much fun. We're now looking at this stabilizer because we have one and we brought it to our Asia trip. But that thing, we just had so many issues with it. So we may get a new one. So much stuff to look at.
All right, so we're gonna try to teach Weylie how to use this thing. You don't really fold it, you twist it.
Twist it?
Uh-huh. There you go. Almost. So there, I think it's there, no? Oh no, there's one extra flap.
So
Okay.
twist, lay it down. Why is it still so
It's too big. It's just twice.
Twist.
Nope, that's already wrong. It's like, I don't know how to explain it. I can only do it. I can't explain it though.
Okay,
let me see it. You grab onto this side. And you twist once, and then you have to like, so you twist it, and then once you get this circle, this one folds in, and then this one folds over.
What?
I don't know how to explain it.
I know, but you make it look so easy. I'm gonna give it a twist. Twist.
There you go. You almost had it. I don't know.
Oh, wait.
No.
What is this part? Why you don't listen to me?
Alright, we're not going home until Weylie gets this, guys.
I know, I really need to figure this out. Okay, twist. Huh? I can't be the only one that does not understand this.
407 right now.
I did it.
Did you get it?
Kind of. That's better. Right? Oh!
You did get it.
I did do it. Okay, I don't know if I'll be able to get it next time, so we're just gonna call it a day. We did it. There we go.
Can we just talk about how we stayed in the car and showed you guys how Weylie's learning how to do this? What is that thing called?
Screen.
A sunscreen?
Sunshade? A sun visor?
Sunshade visor screen thing, reflector. Okay, baby. What now?
Now we're gonna go home.
Go home? We're gonna go home. Oh my god. I'll go right.
Oh. How you gonna tell me after I already went left?
We're good?
Yeah.
Yes. Tiger Treasure. What?
Taco Tuesday. Special today. Wait. Oh, okay. It's just this sign right here. I just saw Taco Tuesday. We apologize. I'm like, no.
It's a long line. On Taco Tuesdays, this place is always packed. But I don't blame them because they are super bomb. They have such good deals. Like on Tuesdays, they have fish tacos for $1. Thursday, they have meat tacos for $1.
Hi, good, how are you? Can I please have one vegan taco and one fish taco?
2 more fish tacos to that?
With every taco?
Yeah. And also get the small campechana.
Okay. So I have one fish, one vegan asada, 2 fish, and a small campechana.
Yep.
Yankee 11, please. Yes, 76!
You really miss Korea, don't you?
That's all I'm looking at. All these posts. So cute.
Focusing is so sharp on this camera.
We love Sony. Oh, is that cold? That's a
It's a cocktail. Almost.
So good.
So the vegan asada?
It's good. Navi, no.
No. Keep asking me for food. Go away.
It's because you give her food. So the other day, Wall gave them like human food, and all 3 of them had diarrhea. So you know, they're kind of banned from the human food right now.
I swear, if one of you dogs mess with me, I'm gonna listen. I'm gonna just give you some human food.
Evil. Oh, you're so good to me. Thank you.
You see how this is called tomato ketchup? But ketchup is only for tomato, right?
Oh no. Guess what just came in the mail? I ordered it on Target. It is a kiddie's pool, and I think this is probably gonna be actually pretty good size because I'm just basing it off of these two full-sized adults here. And I mean, it's not so deep because it's just a kiddie pool, but I got this because I wanted the dogs to be able to swim in it this summer, even though summer is coming to an end, but it stays pretty warm in LA, so I think I'll have a good use out of this. I think it was like $23 or something, and it is a grapefruit.
It's a little slow, but it's working. This is actually a pump for our tires in the car. Are you excited about this?
Too bad it's late now. The sun is gone, so probably gonna play with this tomorrow, but we'll at least get it pumped up tonight. Put up tomorrow. Are you ready for this?
It is pretty big. Like, I could take a bath here.
It's actually pretty big. Now let's just hope and pray that the dogs don't rip it. I could have gotten a doggy pool, but you know, aesthetics is everything, so I got a cute one. But we're just gonna hope that the dogs don't rip it. Is you done?
What other positions I can lay. So earlier at Sammy's, we bought two screen protectors for our cameras. For the G7X3, we got a film kind, and it doesn't really fit perfectly. As you guys can see, this corner right here, it actually comes out of the glass. And also, it doesn't look as well versus the one in the RX100. I got a glass one, and it looks a lot better. This is the old RX100, the Mark IV, because we saw that this one was so scratched up, we decided to get one for this camera, just in case in the future it does get like this. I'm sure if I take this off, the glass behind it will be super clean, but dropped this baby in Korea, and it was so devastating. I really don't know what to do with life. Okay, I'm being a little too dramatic, but I do feel that traveler's depression around. It's like everything we do is just kind of boring. It's like we had so much fun in Korea, and although you guys saw us eating foods and eating more foods, that's basically all you guys saw. But other than just eating the food, like, we had such a great time. And mind you, I haven't left the country in like 2.5, almost 3 years, I think. Not leaving for like about 3 years, and then finally getting to go on an amazing trip to somewhere where I would definitely go back. It just feels so surreal that we're back at home already. Like, that week just really flew by. South Korea, if you guys have never been, I highly recommend it, especially coming from America or like Western culture. Like, you get that Asian culture there, but also a little bit of like Western culture too. People are so friendly. I hope that inspires you guys to visit Korea and try all the food. I think that's what made it amazing too. Like, all the foods were so clean, so good. I just want to go back.
Kind of look a little dark. I'm not really used to using the Sony camera, so bear with me. Anyway, since Wah shared his kind of experience, I thought I'd talk a little bit about mine. So pretty much, I mean, we experienced the same thing, so I feel the same way. And I guess another thing I would like to add was that it was overall just really easy to get around. So in the last vlog, we got questions from people asking, is it hard to get around in Korea if you don't speak the language? So obviously, Wah and I don't speak the language. I mean, we know basic phrases like thank you, hello, and let's eat. But other than that, we really don't speak the language. But Overall, I thought it was pretty easy. We ran into quite a few taxi drivers that could not speak English at all. So we would just carry around the cards from our hotel that said our address on it. So we would just hand the card and point. So they knew that we were tourists. So they kind of knew what to do to help us. And if they didn't know how to get there, they had a GPS. So they would put in their GPS. So overall, it was simple, but I would definitely recommend having your address written down on something, or at least on your phone, so that you can show the driver so that they can at least try to get you to where you're trying to go. So aside from that, I will say most places, because we were in Seoul, which is a more touristy area, most people did speak a little bit of English. I will say compared to when we went to Hong Kong, more people can understand English in like a place like Hong Kong than Korea. And prior to going, I remember some people telling us the same thing. Like Wall said, it is a little westernized, but not so much. And as you guys know, like Hong Kong was taken by the British like years ago, so they do have more of that British influence in Hong Kong. So it's very different, but I just thought I'd give an example. But let's see, as far as like hotels and stuff, they for sure can help you out. They can speak the language, or like they can speak English. And when you go to small shops and say you want to order something and there is no English on the menu, you can actually use Google Translate, which makes it really easy. You can use the camera function and you can put it over like the text and it translates it for you. Isn't it a time to be alive that we have technology like this? So I actually just learned about that before we went on the trip. So that's a helpful way to kind of get around. Regardless of the language barrier, I think it's still nice to experience Korea. I know it's kind of scary, and that's kind of how I feel when I go to China, even though I do speak Mandarin, but there are different accents, so sometimes it's harder for me to hear or like understand what the other person is saying. But you know, I can't let that stop me from visiting a place just because I'm afraid that I can't get around. So we still made it a great time, and like we said, we were really lucky. I guess we encountered really nice people. Everyone was willing to help, and it's crazy because I feel like ever since coming back from Korea, and we're talking about like traveler's depression, right? And I've heard so many people say like, oh, traveler's depression is a real thing. And it's never really truly happened to me, but I will say, maybe not like depression, like that's really intense, but I have a whole new perspective to life. I think about the trip constantly and just how it made me feel, and it reminds me how important travel is. I know like traveling is expensive, but this just really reminds me, spend your money on experiences and not on things, because experiences like this I will always remember, and it will teach me, or it has taught me lessons that things can never teach me, you know what I mean? I'm really looking forward to just visiting more countries in the future. I mean, Korea has really stole our hearts. I can't believe how much fun we had. I don't know what's next, but Japan is really gonna steal my heart when we go to Japan. I've only heard great things about Japan, so I'm really looking forward to that trip. I think that's about it. I kind of wanted to talk a little bit about the trip because I feel like in the last 2 vlogs that you guys have seen, we've just been eating and kind of showing the food culture out there, and obviously we didn't get to try every single thing that's popular in Korea, but here's the way I see it. I feel like as long as you're in another place and you're eating meals that you are happy with, it doesn't matter how popular the thing you're eating is. It doesn't mean you have to go to the most like reviewed place or the most talked about place. I think regardless, you're still trying something from another country, and if you enjoyed it, then that's great, you know? So even though we didn't get to experience like a bunch of things because we were only there for such a short time, and we also didn't mention in the last 2 vlogs that we were actually there for a work trip, so we only truly had 2.5 days to ourselves to do like some exploring. So that's kind of our experience. I think that's it, and I hope you guys enjoyed this vlog. We're sort of just like coming back and getting back into the flow of things. I have so much stuff to catch up on, and we just didn't have much to show in this vlog, so I thought talking a little bit about our experience, it's just so you guys kind of know how we felt throughout the trip, would be nice. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys are new here, you already know, please subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and please turn on your notifications. But if you don't turn on your notifications, or maybe you don't get our notifications, just know that we upload every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, typically around 7 p.m. Just keep an eye out for that, because I know a lot of people are you know, subscribed and have their notifications on, but you just never get notified, so YouTube be playing us. Yeah, now I'm gonna get back to work. Peace. Have a great day.